Yes! Hi everyone! How's it going? I'm feeling awesome. Thanks for asking. So today we're going to talk about lyrics and their importance. I guess in my 2021 journey, I'm somewhere around February? Yeah, somewhere around February. So I am now partway through my counseling, or halfway through my counseling with the whole borderline personality disorder. And things are looking good. Things are looking bright. Things are looking wonderful. It's time to enjoy music again. And I know that sounds weird coming from a musician, but there's actually a point in my life from 2016 all the way up to 2021 where just the idea of writing something original hurt. I wish I could explain it anything much past that. Pretty sure I did in like the previous video, so promo, check those bad boys out. But for the most part, yeah, no, I would sit down and I would go to write something, and either I would scrutinize it or I would attach it to some wicked memory that I just did not want to look into or face, or just, whichever reasoning, I just did not want to do it. And then, do some counseling. And okay, so how I describe mental health for me, how I describe mental health for me is my mind is a series of bookshelves, and everything is all, placed in order. And every once in a while, something comes along and just knocks my bookshelves off. And I have all my books scattered everywhere. And the mental health process is just picking up those books and just trying to figure out which category they belong to, so then I can just start feeling well. One of the signs that I know for myself that I'm actually feeling better is if I start planning little goals and things ahead. Like, I'll be sleeping and I'll be like, oh man, okay, so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make French toast, and after French toast, I gotta put my clothes back on, or I'm gonna put my clothes on, my work clothes, and after my work clothes, I gotta get to work, I gotta do this, blah, 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 after work, hey, I'm feeling great! Just something to look for within yourself as you get better, or are at your peak. But continuing on. So in about end of January, early February, I started feeling that writing was just something that it was a goal. Like, I wanted to get back into competitive writing. But I didn't want to go in with the same mindset that I did way back in like 2011 when I first went to Red Deer. Because I love being Catalyst Low. Oh my goodness, he was so much fun. But he didn't really have an identity. So I wanted to make sure going into this new chapter of my life, I was going to have an identity. I was going to make sure that I knew who this newfound artist, creation, part of myself that I was going to put out into this world was solidified enough so that way I don't end up, yeah. Anywho, what I did is, as I was getting better, I had a playlist of songs in my Spotify. And these songs were exclusively songs, this playlist was comprised of songs that I knew the lyrics to 100%. So, a lot of rap. Oh, like, I love rap. It is my main bitch. Most of the time, I just don't understand her. So, I'm going to be candid here with you. Prozac. Spice Girls. Backstreet Boys. NSYNC. Chumbawamba. The Little Mermaid. Seal and all his many wonderful covers. And so on and so on. So at this point in time, I'm going back in time through like all the stuff that I absolutely love, because why the hell did I stop listening to this? And I'm singing to myself, and it's just wonderful. It's fucking great. And the more I sang, the more I paid attention to the lyrics that I was singing, because I wanted to appreciate everything. Like when I went to college, I started appreciating chord progressions and just little sounds that make music. I love just little pings and dings and stuff in songs. Like there's a song by Toby Keith that just has and it's just I love it. The rest of the song is mediocre, but for whatever reason, I'm just attracted to that noise. Moving forward. So as I was going through this, I started to realize the real importance of lyrics. And there was this one song that completely messed me up, but we're gonna just Quentin Tarantino this bitch and go way back to the beginning. When I was, I don't know, I don't really want to do the math, but I want to say about 9 years old. It was when like Backstreet Boys came out. And I got the tape. Pencil. Got the tape. Slammed that sucker in and instantly fell in love with the entirety of it. I was just that little kid, just if you really want to like, oh, it was happening. Like I just, oh my god, ate it up. And I remember listening to the sucker for like months. Like, you know how kids, when they like love something, they absolutely love it. I'm that kid, and I'm so sorry to my mother because there were times where I'd be singing, and she'd be doing her thing, and I noticed, but I didn't quite know why. So in retrospect, I get it, but I'd be singing these little songs, gyrating my sexy little 9-year-old hips, which is a comment that no one should ever say aloud, ever, and she'd be. And I would just continue. And continue. And then as I got better with the lyrics, yeah, Abby, I want to talk to you about a certain song. Alright, cool. What song is it, Mother? And if you're a fan of the Backstreet Boys, go back and listen to their first album because it is entirely Weinstein. That's the best way I can put it. I'm sorry, but holy shit. Because there's a song which is the hairbringer, like warning, your child is about to become a rapist. Warning. The fucking song itself is actually called Boys Will Be Boys. Boys will be boys. And here I am singing this at 9 years old after going through the entire track list. I think it's about the 6th song where it's like, hi, I'm the Backstreet Boys. Girl, I love you so much. I will do absolutely anything for you. Let's do some jazzy pop that everyone will love. Rape, molestation, I want your body. Blah, 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 blah. I ain't more pop stuff. And that will make any parent go, wait. Because there's... This is so... The bridge. If I hear you saying that you think that you should wait, but I can't hold on anymore. My body's coming for you, so please don't hesitate. They put that in twice! And then even in the second time, they repeat the last phrase, as if, you're just melodically telling her that you have no choice. And my mom comes up to me and goes, Do you know what Boys Will Be Boys means? And I went, And she went, all right, carry on. I love you, Mom. Fast forward a few years. Now, because of that little incident, well, not even really an incident, because that little burp in time, I did kind of choose to listen more to the lyrics. And even though I didn't really understand a lot of them, it totally helped build skepticism. It really, 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 really did. Because one of the things that I never really understood about famous people is how can you portray the most horrible portions of a relationship, cheating, breaking someone's heart, unfaithfulness, lying, debauchery, menacing behavior, and then in your real life, do all that. I never understood that. Like, here's this wonderful crooner who's building my absolute essence, what I believe in music, I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish. Not saying that he's the guy that does it, but, just all the wonderful lyrics. And then you turn on the tabloids and you realize that this person who was thinking about, I'm so sorry, baby, for all the times that I hurt you, beat the shit out of Rihanna. sorry. Nondescript person did things that weren't in line with what he sang about. Sorry, that one just came out unscripted. But I'm not sorry because you are kind of a piece of shit. Moving on. So now I am 12? I'm about 12. No. Yeah, I'm about 12. And I, after paying attention to lyrics, and 2 years into Will Smith album on repeat, Millennium. Great album. Great album. I started branching into the more murky waters of lyricism, we shall say. Which, after the Boys Will Be Boys incident, a few years prior, my mom was just like, boop, boop, boop. And at that point, I had developed such a respectful fear of my mother, as most children should have, that when I bought my first set of CDs without her permission, I still brought them to her for her to listen to. And I remember clear as day. It was, I think it was like a 2001 Grammy nominee award DVD. And I had like R. Kelly, aged well, Eminem, I think it had Nelly, and a couple other songs. And my mom went through it. She found the songs she liked. She found the songs that I was allowed to listen to. And then she found some songs that I should skip. She did the same for Nelly's the Country Grammar album. To this day, actually. What is it? I'm doing this for my... Who be keeping it tight? Only loving dime. Fucking the first night. I only know partial of that song. And Thicky Thick Girl. I don't know very, very much about that song either, because my mom picked out 3 tracks from that album and said, you cannot listen to this. And I didn't. Because kids should fear their parents. And I actually remember coming home with Blink-182's Mark, Tom, and Travis show, and I gave it to my mom before I had a chance to listen to it, because I listened to all the edited stuff on MTV and thought, why not? Give it a try. So I came home with the most, oh my god, the worst part of the whole collection, and I gave it to my parents, and I didn't see that shit till I was 16. They actually put it in a cupboard. They put it in the cupboard, and for 3 years, for 3 years, I just didn't touch it. And then on my 16th birthday, I blew out my candles, and I was like, that album, I want it. And they gave it to me, right? And it's because they understood lyricism, They didn't want their 13-year-old suburban Canadian child wandering around listening to a bunch of rap music, because to be perfectly honest with you, representation is really, really important. And it really confused me to get into it. It really kind of confused me that a lot of what I saw in and around my media just really wasn't me, you know? Lots of stereotypes in the 90s. If you actually really, if you want a perfect example of what the 90s did to black people on television, watch Christopher Walken's King of New York and find Lawrence Fishburne. And you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So, moving on. Lyrics are important. Recently, I have been delving into other genres just to appreciate the lyrics. Because it's not enough just to be a musician, an artist, a hip-hop artist for that matter, and just stay pigeonholed within one stream. You have to branch out. So I decided to branch out. And I found lyricism in the most weirdest of places. If I could sum up music, pop music essentially is, I'm sorry I broke up with you. My insecurities are your fault. Metal is actually quite healthy. Please, I'm reaching out to you. Give me someone to talk to. Rap? I'm gonna stuff all my feelings inside myself. Fuck you. But the genre where I enjoy the most lyrical play is country. Can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. I fucking love country music. And because it promises exactly what it delivers. Oh my god. First off, y'all a bunch of alcoholics. Like, I know rap is all about 40s and Patron and cognac and Alizé and whatever 50 Cent's plugging and whatever P. Diddy's plugging and blah, 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 and yada, yada. But every occasion that country singers find to drink, it's just happening. You guys worship the whiskey, and I think that's awesome. Huh. And then, another thing I love about country is, like, there are levels. Like, I would assume, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of new here. But there are levels that I have kind of put. There's like your basic country where they'll just try to fit in any trope ever, right? I need you like somebody down in Oklahoma needs the rain. Like, there's nothing else about your song that requires you to say Oklahoma and rain. You just shove that shit in there. Like, I'm pretty sure if I actually Google it, you might even be from like, fucking New York. Who knows? Like, fuck off. Sorry. And then there's country songs where, I don't know, it's a magical note, and it comes in every single time, where somehow, some way, these guys sing with the perfect clarity, and then, boom, hits in, and I don't understand why that's a trope. That is the weirdest glottal stop I've ever heard. You know? This lunch break is gonna take all afternoon. After night. Like, you sound like a forgotten Disney character. I'm sorry. Why? I like clarity with my country. But yeah, another thing that I absolutely love about country is somehow, some way, you guys will just pull out a tragedy out of nowhere. No one asked for it. Like, how do I explain it? Okay. First thing that comes to my mind, paper. You'll start up a song beautifully. It'll be about paper. You know, this paper here, it covers my truck. This paper here, it brings me news. This paper here brings me good luck. And then you'll go on. You're like, awesome, this guy really loves paper. And then your last line before the chorus is, but it's the last time you broke my heart with your note written on it. And it's like, oh my God, why? Why can't you be happy for 24 bars? Like, oh my fucking God. Sorry. A little bit of a rant there. So that's part of the reason why country is my favorite genre, is because you guys' lyrics absolutely just, it's fire. And I don't normally say like millennial terms very often, but it's fucking fire. Like the song Top Hat, great, absolutely love it. What is it? Oh my God, something about a roller coaster, and we spin and drink wide open. That song is fucking great. Like, the weird thing about country is no matter how non-geographical the demographic may be, you always seem to find a way to relate to a country. There's not a fucking country song out there. Like, sorry. There's not a person out there that can't find a country song that they don't secretly relate to. You're just like, God, I hate this song. Man, I don't like this song. God, I hate the genre. But I really do like a beer after a cold day. No, I see you. You know, God, this song is really annoying. But girls with top hats, or with girls with pretty caps, are kind of sexy. God damn it! You know, well, I do get lonely from time to time. And I feel like I do need someone to be my parachute. Oh, fuck, I guess I am a fan. But there is one song that I believe is the most lyrically devastating song I've ever heard. And it's more so than Dance with the Devil. Don't ever look up that song. If you're not ready to have your soul broken, don't look up Dance with the Devil. Don't say I didn't warn you. But this next song really messed me up for months. I'll be right back. Have you ever listened to Tim McGraw's Red Rag Top? My first introduction to this song was like grade 7 when school dances were like a thing. You know, if the DJ knew the crowd right, which he always did because we were all freaking preteens and horny as hell, he would play the jams. You'd be sitting there, you'd be all awkward and stuff. Even the people on the wall would be like, I don't know what to do. And the next thing you know, you would hear California Love. And everybody would just be like, oh my God, this is awesome. And off to the dance floor you'd hear. And then after California Love, if the DJ was good, you'd play some Cotton Eye Joe. Next thing you know, there you are with all your buddies getting absolutely drunk on life, because what else are you gonna do if your race breaks? Not kidding. You know, there, next thing you know, there all your buddies are, and you're just woo, giving her shit. Da, 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 da. And before you know it, again, the chorus hit. And everybody breaks up. And you're going crazy because all the small things suddenly become huge. And then, after all that adrenaline, after all that, you know, just pure mayhem and mania and fun, you suddenly hit. And the mood changes, the lights go down, and everyone starts scrambling for a partner, and before you know it, you and your crush. Before you know it, you and your crush are no longer making room for Jesus, but you're also trying your best to hide the fact that you're not really thinking about Jesus, although you're really, 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 really trying hard to think about Jesus. Son of Christ, Son of Christ, Son of Christ. And a lot of people, a lot of my friends, myself included, had their song that they knew that they would never ever be alone for. My personal, Casey and JoJo. You know, for all my life, I prayed for someone like you. And then, every time our eyes meet, the feeling inside me. And then, Red Ragtop. Because the chorus is just beautiful. You know, it's, I don't know, for me, it always evoked those feelings of like those those teen movies you'd see where like everybody had like a perfect prom in the end, and to make it that red dog. You know, and you're just like, oh my God, this story is so beautiful, because all you paid attention to was the fucking chorus. Because there's way too much adrenaline going through either one of your bodies to really just kind of give a shit. And that was kind of how I felt with it. Just, this song is a banger for chicks. And I just kind of let it play to the wayside. Now, every once in a while in my life, this song would pop up. You know, we're getting married to the song. Oh my God, I just met the most wonderful person. Our song is Red Ragtop. And I'd be like, oh, good for you, man. That song is such a good story arc. Until recently, I listened to it. I was listening to it with an open mind. And really wanting to interpret the lyrics and make an effort to memorize the lyrics. And I played this shit on repeat. And I think it was about the third time where I just kind of... This song is about a regretful abortion. That is either the greatest lyrical sneak I've ever witnessed, or one of the more bare moments I've ever heard and really appreciated in music. Because it took me through like everything that poor Tim and this girl went through. And it shook me because like people have confessed their fucking love to this song. Oh my God! I danced to this song. People make love, ironically, to this song. And the question that I have, because I personally, excuse me, unless I know you personally, I don't really want to look up your family life. So when I ask the following, please forgive my ignorance. But I've had one question just in my head boiling forever. Mr. McGraw, I want to say that I'm sorry you went through what you did. That is just an experience that none of us should go through, but a lot of us can relate to. But, excuse me, I have 2 questions. 1, how does it feel within you to see that so many people have misinterpreted what is a truly moving song? And 2, if you have children and they've slow danced to this song, as a father myself, with somewhat morbid sense of humor, do you explain to them what the song's about as you watch your children make a connection with another human being? Or would you be like me and just silently laugh to yourself for ages and ages and ages and then reveal it on their deathbed? I'm genuinely curious, so if this makes its way to you, Tim, bravo. Because it's literally the most lyrically moving song I've ever heard. And that's why lyrics are important. So, whatever you're writing, or whatever you're letting yourself listen to, your kids listen to, or your friends listen to, make sure that you have an understanding of what you're listening to. And even if it's the most grotesque shit out there, because I listen to some grotesque shit, just understand the context. That's it. That's all I have. The booze is hitting me. I'm gonna go have another and do some more writing. I love you. I'm proud of you. You got this. Oh, geez. Me.